on Team Retribution because we don't know much about them at all because they got less screen time than this intro. Good day, good people. It is another fine Friday in the year of the Aviator. It is the first Friday in Season 3, and it is the first tag team matchup in Season 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a whole bunch of tag teams made by you guys. Thank you so much for so many suggestions. We had 243 entries, and I had to filter through all of them. And there were a lot of great entries. Picked some of the best ones. I picked pretty much all of them. A lot of the best ones. And they're here today. So, what do we have? We have just a bunch of teams. We're gonna go through all of them. A lot of them were repeat suggestions. And then there were some of them were like, I picked this one, but I can't reuse this character. So that also dwindled it down. Then I went into the database, just filtered through, set everybody up on their teams, and this is what we came up with, and it worked out pretty well. I had to make a couple at the end, but I think they all made sense towards the end. So, for this episode alone, this will be the only episode to feature both singles competitors. There are some teams, because you remember, I suggested, you can make teams of 2 or 3. This is the only episode that'll have teams of 2, as well as some teams of 3, solely just for the sake of introducing every team. So, let's just start at the top. Let's get right into this episode, because we have a lot of characters. Starting at the top, we have the team of Hope and Despair. Polar opposites, can they work together to achieve victory? Is Makoto and Junko, can they come out on top? Probably not, because ladies and gentlemen, the bro down, pure brodom. 2 bros working in complete unity, completely in sync. Who can defeat Taka and Mondo? We have the little BFFs, Kotoko and Monica, both seeking justice this season. Can they get it? Maybe they can in tag team fashion. We have Little Brains and Brawn, Masaru and Nagisa. It's what it says. It's the bronze and the brains. And now we have, ladies and gentlemen, animated in heaven, Hifumi, along with Mitarai, along with Princess Pickles, who will be popping in with this team every once in a while. Maybe not as often, but she is a valued member of this team. Next we have Awesome.exe, which consists of Chihiro. Chiaki also consists of Alter Ego, not pictured below. Moving along, we have cough, 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 cough. The Backstabbers. Freaking Sayaka and Rubuka, betraying someone whose heart they had won over. And next we have a pun. We have Band-Aid, Ibuki, Mikan, and Seiko. You know, freaking Ibuki being a part of a band, and then, you know, Mikan and Seiko aiding people, Band-Aid, get it, and then it's a medical, you know, you just put on a Band-Aid, heal yourself. Good times. Moving along, we have the Befallen Boyfriends. We have Izuyoi and Yasuke, both killed off by someone very special to them. And moving along, we have the Big Buff family, Sakura, Nekomaru, and Gonta, who really showcased their abilities in Season 2. You guys, I kid you not, I didn't think that this would be the most suggested team, but Big Buff family, it was either the first or second most suggested team. Moving right along, we have the Masters of Disguise, Fat Togami, and Samugi. And after them, we have the Cousin Crushers, Leon and Cannon. The Degenerate Destroyers follow them, Mahiru and Tinko. Expert deductions made by Kyoko and Shuichi, the 2 detectives. We had this one actually featured as a suggestion quite a few times too. But also, secretly hidden in this group, not pictured today, we have the optional 3rd person, Keiji, creating the perfect detective trio. Moving along, we have Loud and Lewd, Toko, Mew, and Teru. From the Donut Duo, we have Hina and Akane, both true appreciators of all things round with a hole in the middle. Or no hole, depending on the donut. We have Team Fire and Ice, the Fire Mage Himiko, and the Supreme Overlord of Ice Gundam. Team together. Maybe more, not really opposites, but can their magic get them the Tag Team Championships? At the end of the season, we'll find out. Forever Bound. I think this was the most suggested one, actually. Fuyuhiko and Peko. You guys really didn't want them separated. And by the sheer amount of people who suggested them together, I couldn't separate them. The Globetrotters, we have Celeste, Sonia, and Rantaro, known for their travels around the globe. Foreign exchange student, Rantaro looking for all sorts of people, and Celeste just good at traveling. All these travelers. I like the Globetrotters. The Manufactured Good Boys, follow them, Kibo and Mekamaru. Mama's Boy, we have the team of Hiro and Hiroko. It is a family for those two, and the Murderous Fiends right after them. Corey is in the house with Genocide Jack. With these two, it doesn't matter if you're a girl for sister or a cute boy, someone's getting slaughtered. Religious artists, we have Angie and Jataro. The role models, we have Chisa and Non-AI Chiaki, the steel-minded girls. We have Kaede and Komaru, with not featured today. I'm talking about your girl, sharpshooting, steel-minded, treasure hunting, stock exchanging, won't say this part because it's a spoiler, big sister Sarah, who might be here to save you. Next, we have the Mechanimals, which is a great name, but it's going to tongue tie me all the time. We have Kazuichi with the Grand Boy, Sherry Lutenberg, and this one was suggested specifically as Kazuichi and Jin. Jin is not here today, but he will be here very frequently in the future to team up with Kazuichi because their team consists of Jin finally getting a good big brother figure, and Kazuichi, who gets something or someone adorable to maybe persuade Sonya to his side. It's a long con, you guys, but Jin's all for it. And we have the two halves of the same coin, Hajime, the Ultimate Wizard, and Forsaken Azubu. We have the Pimp's entourage, not accompanying them, but they will still hold out strong for their pimp. It is Crazy Yoko Extra Large, Ryoma, and Kaito. The Thumbtack Terrors, showcased in that one stream that I did on freaking Sayaka. We have Crazy Hiyoko and Usami. Togami Corporation now has a maid and a butler because Togami, Karumi, and Pennyworth may be the most powerful threesome here. But I say that and then I look one down and it's the Train Killers. It's Mukuro and it's Maki. Yikes. Big yikes. Next we have the Troublemaker, also titled as The Rats. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Nagito, Kokichi, and not featured here today, but included in their team is So. Moving along, we have the Ultimate Dads, Taichi and Jin. From Sword, or not really Sword, from Sword, not from Sword, not from Sword and Shield, but representative of Swords and Shields. We have Munakata and his sword, and Kizakura shielding Kyoko from danger. Next up, we have Fight Club with Juzo and the Great Gozu. It is boxing, it is wrestling. These two are gonna fight their way to victory? Maybe, maybe not. On Team Retribution, because we don't know much about them at all because they got less screen time than this intro, we have Maya and Yuta and Daisaku. And ladies and gentlemen, the last team, probably the team that no one's gonna be cheering for, it's Team Awful Intense. Tengen and Haiji. Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, those are all of the teams. It's possible, you know, a couple more teams might get added, but this is pretty much every Danganronpa character on a team now. This is a lot of fun to sort through all of your comments. Not all of your comments, all of your suggestions. That suggestion box, fantastic idea. In fact, there's still a suggestion box that's still open until November 15th, 14th, 14th, 15th, one of those 2 days. And I will put it in the comments and in the pinned comment on the description. In the description. Pinned comment on the description. Man, I am... It is classic AV, mixing up description and comments. It will be at the top of the description and in the pinned comment we will have the OC episode on Thanksgiving Day. Make sure to enter your OCs if you got them. Danganronpa OCs. But ladies and gentlemen, that's not what this is about. This is about tag team action. We are crowning tag team champions. Danganronpa Hunger Games tag team champions at the end of the season. So tell me, you gotta pick a ride or die, but this time your ride or die could consist of 2 or 3 people, because you have to pick a team ride or die. I don't know if I have a team ride or die yet, actually. I kind of just set up the teams and I was like, yep, this is perfect, this is exactly what I want. So, tell me, who's your tag team ride or die? You can go back and go through and look all of them, which one struck your heart, which one you're like, I need them to win. I want them to be tag team champions. I think I actually do have my pick, but ladies and gentlemen, go ahead, in the comments below. Tell me which team do you think is going to be, first of all, your first tag team winner for this episode? Who will win the first ever tag team game? And tell me, who do you think, or I guess not who do you think is going to win at the end, who do you want to win at the end? Who is your ride or die? Those 2 things. In the meantime, I am going to, what did I do yesterday? I drew this beautiful picture of Junko, which is still sitting on my screen. I am surprised it has not fallen or flown off. These are some good sticky notes. Let me tell you, Post-it, quality sticky notes. In fact, this episode is brought to you by Post-it, hashtag not actually sponsored. Post-it notes. You can make beautiful little animations. You can post things. You can look at that stick. Look at a stick. You ever seen something stick like that? I don't think so. Ladies and gentlemen, my post-it notes are across the room, which means it's time for me to pick. It's really hard to sway away from Fire and Ice or Forever Bound. Those 2 I feel like will be the most popular teams, without a doubt. Or maybe the Big Buff family, because let's be honest, everyone loves at least one member of the Big Buff family. I'm gonna go with Band-Aid as my ride or dies. Do I? Oh gosh. This is for a whole season. You know what? Yep, I'm gonna lend my luck to Band-Aid. It's you guys. Ibuki, Mikan, Seiko, you girls do work. Band-Aid. They're my ride or dies. And I guess, since they're here today, I'm going to pick them as the first winners of the season. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I believe in them. That's all I got. None of them have really been too particularly fantastic. Seiko, I'd take that back. Seiko has had phenomenal games, but has never been able to pick up a win. She's been 2nd place a couple of times, 3rd place a couple of times, never been 1st. But maybe with this team, when one of them wins, they all win. That is how tag teams work. Maybe she can pull off a win. Maybe Ibuki can pull off a win in this case too, and maybe Mikan can pull off a win. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to proceed. We got a lot of people here today. It's going to be a long episode, so I hope you guys have gotten your snacks ready. Maybe a beverage or 2. I don't have any apple cider on me right now. I could go and get some, but I am fine with just a little bit of water. Quick cig. No, not a quick cig. Don't smoke, you guys. A quick sip. Yes, water. And shall we? Let's proceed. Ladies and gentlemen, the first tag team episode of Season 3. Are you prepared? Because I am, of course. Of course someone dies first. Let me get this off. This is probably actually bothering someone. At the start of round 1, tag teams flourish the arena. Teamwork makes the dream work. And the horns are sounding loud and proud. Can we please sound the horns? Thank you. Fantastic. Mukuro has a horrible feeling in her chest. Hifumi fails to grasp the gravity of the situation. Masaru kills Leon before Kanon can react. There's nothing Kanon can do. She's about to flip on you, Masaru. Mitarai is ready to defend his friends. Kazuichi hopes he doesn't have to harm anyone. Mikan sets down a trap. Maya asks Yuta if he's found anything useful. He hasn't. Samugi, I shouldn't say that. He might get retribution today. Samugi is only looking out for herself. Pennyworth gets caught in one of Mikan's traps. Now all he can do is hope to be free. Come on, my boy. You are a part of the squad. Get out. Nane Achiaki feels sorry for Pennyworth and sets him free from the trap. That's my boy from the squad. He's free. Kaito looks around for stuff to scrounge. That's something that was shocking to me. Only one person actually suggested two people suggested the squad. 2 people suggested the squad. I expected the squad to just be like, ah yes, 50 entries the squad. So I was like, only 2 people. I can settle down, I can simmer down. I don't have to enter myself, and I can just let my other girls do their thing in other teams. That's fine. We only needed to be in singles action anyway. When we win the Danganronpa Champion of Champions belt from, spoilers for yesterday's episode, Komaru, even though I don't want to, I would love to have Komaru continue to be the champ, but that's RNG for you. Kaito looks around for stuff to scrounge. Yuta finds Daisaku's presence soothing. Karumi and Pennyworth's fingers touch by accident. They both blush a little bit. Seiko twitches uncontrollably. Princess Pickles challenges Crazy Yoko extra large to a duel. Princess Pickles bites the dust. Sonya is proud to lead the Globetrotters. Haiji ambushes Gundam and murders him. Someone get Haiji out of here. Chiaki wants to protect Chihiro. Whoa, Komaru just found a laser gun. She holds up her championship and starts swinging her laser gun around, making pew pew noises before she realizes she can just pull the trigger and make those sounds for real. Usami is being adorable as always. Hiroko attempts to kill Chihiro, but Chiaki intervenes just in time. And Chiaki had to kill Hiroko to protect Chihiro's life. Now Mama is gone, what is Mama's boy to do? Maki wants this to be over already. The grand boy trips and falls in a really bad way, breaking his neck. Someone get that cat a medic. Fat Togami and Samugi get into an argument over who should be in charge. That I kind of believe. Togami feels protected by his wealth. Rantaro wonders about the future. Mahiru is ready to defend her friends. Nekomaru finds some leather scraps and he is now a cave man. Proud of him. Ibuki sobs quietly. Come on, Ibuki, don't cry. Jotaro finally snaps. Jotaro is now frenzied. Shuichi finds a dapper suit and puts it on. It's rather fetching. Cory in the house is determined to survive this. Yasuke looks for someone dumb enough to believe him. Crazy Yoko's bad brain turns her into a horrible person. Jin Kirigiri thinks about what he did to end up here. Princess Pickles is still dead and will probably never come back to life. Kiyotaka is ready to defend his friends. Junko doesn't care much for this place. Celeste mopes around uselessly. Sakura feels strong enough to handle anything. Juzo won't give up so easily. Gonta admires Nekomaru's muscles. Mekamaru has a horrible feeling in his gut. Mondo murders Rantaro before Sonya can react. There's nothing Sonya can do, but while he's busy killing Rantaro, Chihiro attempts to kill Mondo, but Taka sees it and intervenes. Unfortunately, Taka dies in the attempt. The Brotherhood is gone. I'm surprised all 3 of you are together right now in that event. Toko seems unshaken by any of this. Kanan starts sobbing uncontrollably. Kiba wishes he could go home. Freaking Sayaka can't take her eyes off of Ruruka. Kizakura spots something shiny in the distance. Nagito attacks Angie from behind and strangles her. Rest in peace, Divine Knight. Tengen sees awful intense as a bunch of chumps ready to be milked. It's just one chump. Hina is being adorable as always. Teru tries to get others to notice him. Monica wants to end things once and for all with Chisa. Chisa bites the dust. Kaede wonders about the future. The great Gozu and Juzo come at Kizakura from both sides, killing him. Rest in peace, Kizakura. Daisaku hopes he doesn't have to harm anyone. Fuyuhiko won't die like the others. Nagisa is thinking about plans to get out of here. Kyoko wasn't looking and fell off of a cliff. Come on, Kyoko. Genocide Jack isn't sure whether to cry, laugh, or tear her hair out. Kotoko is looking for an easy out. Himiko mopes around uselessly. Hajime spots something shiny in the distance, and it's Azuru getting cocky and dying from a stupid mistake. Always forsaken. Yasuhiro, that's my boy Hero. The mama's boy without the mama this game. Thinks about what he did to end up here. Tinko feels strong enough to handle anything. Mew kills Komaru in front of Kaede. There's nothing Kaede can do. So long, champ. You couldn't use your laser gun today, could you? Ryoma thanks Kaito for being there for him. Akane doesn't really want to, but finds herself having to get rid of best dad Taichi. Ruruka seems unshaken by any of this. Munakata attacks Masaru and Nagisa from behind, slaughtering them both. That's the sword member from Sword and Shield. Everyone gets sword instead of shield. You heard it here first, folks. Izuyori does his best to avoid Yasuke. Peko just wants to be helpful. Makoto can't take his eyes off of Junko. Kokichi attempts to kill Kibo, but Mekamaru intervenes to protect him. Unfortunately, Mekamaru dies in the attempt. 17 people, 1 round. 65 people to go. Who's gonna win this one? Leon, you got out first. Can't say I'm surprised. If I had to pick someone to get out first, it probably would have been you again. Maybe you'll have a better season, but it's not looking like it with that kind of start. Can we get a Claire de Lune 4? Leon. Princess Pickles. Gundam. Hiroko. The Grand Boy, Cherie Ludenberg. Rantaro. Kiyotaka, Angie, Chisa, Kizakura, Kyoko, Izuru, Komaru, Taichi, Masaru, Nagisa, Mekamaru. I will admit, there was a lot of teamwork going on this round. I won't lie. There was a whole lot of teamwork. There was so many people teaming up, so many people crying over their teammates, but we gotta proceed because one team will stand tall among the rest, which means this is also one of those things where I'm like, this is perfect. Someone can actually be like, a team can win and I won't have to restart the game. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll click next round. We will proceed because it is the start of round 2. Teru wishes he could go home to Mama. Maybe Teru should have been on Team Mama's boy. Maki tries to kill Nanae Chiaki, but Nanae Chiaki retaliates and kills her instead. The queen of retaliation, Nanae Chiaki. Remember, she's coming back for it. Mitarai and Hifumi's fingers touch by accident. They both blush a little bit now that they know that their fictional character is off of their team right now. Tinko sets down a trap. Yasuke is smart enough to disarm one of Tinko's traps. Juzo is determined to survive this. Chiaki wants to protect Chihiro. So do I. Daisaku hopes he doesn't have to harm anyone. Yuta follows some sparkles and discovers a magic wand. Hopefully it still has some spells in it. Kanon has a blank expression on her face and seems unresponsive to what's going on. Izuyoi looks around for stuff to scrounge. Kaito can't believe Crazy Hyoko Extra Large has killed someone. Ibuki can't grasp the gravity of the situation. Come on, Ibuki. Get yourself together. Angie's corpse is dead. Togami tries to keep on a brave face for everyone's sake. Seiko twitches uncontrollably. Junko tries to get others to notice him. My ride or die Kazuichi wasn't looking and fell off of a cliff. Both you and the grand boy had very disappointing deaths, my boy. I'm hoping for better, Kazuichi, but you're not looking good this season so far. Hiro wonders about the future. Freaking Sayaka does something really cute. Shuichi attacks and kills Daisaku before Yuta can react. There's nothing Yuta can do. Monica finds a suit of medieval armor and puts it on. It gleams with a dazzling shine. Kitoko looks for someone dumb enough to believe her. Munakata sneak attacks. This man's just taking out teams. Munakata the team killer. Fat Togami and Tsumugi murdering them both. Their team is now out completely too. Pennyworth is ready to defend his friends. Hajime tries to kill Mitarai, but Mitarai retaliates and kills him instead. Izuru and Hajime both gone. Hifumi starts sobbing uncontrollably. Himiko finds a bow and some arrows. Surely it'll come in handy. It'll take some practice though. Mukuro tries to kill Monica, but Monica's knight armor diverts the blow. Kibo finds some leather scraps, and he is now the robotic cave person. The cave robot, as people in the olden days called it. Crazy Yoko is looking particularly erratic today. Crazy Yoko Extra Large is on the verge of snapping. That's a whole lot of crazy in just 2 statements. Maya is thinking of plans to get out of here. Mondo feels strong enough to handle anything. Nagito attacks freaking Sayaka from behind and eviscerates her. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to say that my boy, the Trap Master, is the player of the game, and he is absolutely glorious! Haiji finally snaps. Haiji is now frenzied. Sonya doesn't want to carry on, and she is now suicidal. Ruruka's looking out only for herself because now that's the only person who's left in her team to look out for. Fuyuhiko won't give up so easily. Tengen sees the awful intents as a bunch of chumps ready to be milked. Makoto is mauled by wild animals. Miu doesn't care much for this place. Chihiro challenges Togami to a duel. Togami bites the dust. Karumi and Pennyworth's fingers touched by accident. They're still blushing quite a bit. The butler and the maid. Peko has a horrible feeling in her gut. Cory in the house and Genocide Jack sneak attack Mukuro, murdering her. Wow. I didn't think the murderous fiends would actually work well together, but they took out Mukuro. Good on them. Toko tries to kill Monica, but Monica's knight armor diverts the blow. Sakura just wants to be helpful. Genocide Jack finds a handgun with enough bullets to be useful. Celeste mopes around uselessly. Mahiru does something really cute. Hina kind of wanders off and gets lost, never to be seen again. Kaede sits there with a blank stare. Nanae Chiaki doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Gonta thanks Sakura for being there for him. Kokichi can't wait to kill again. Mikan won't give up so easily. Jin Kirigiri twiddles his thumbs. Ryoma thinks of a dark poem. Usami does her best to avoid Crazy Hyoko. The great Gozu sizes up his muscles. Akane looks around for stuff to scrounge. In a fit of frenzy, Jotaro creeps up on Seiko and slaughters her. Nekamaru hopes to get everyone out of here. His whole big buff family. Can he do it? We'll find out next round after this another large Claire de Lune. 4. Maki, Kazuichi, Daisaku, Fat Togami, Tsumugi, Hajime, freaking Sayaka, Makoto, Togami, Mukuro, Hina, Seiko. 53 people remain. Which team will be the first winning team ever? The first official tag team to ever win. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's done. I think it's time to proceed. Are you prepared? I'm prepared. Yes, everyone, yes. Let's proceed. It is time for the next round. And at the start of it, oh man, my boy. Kanon is on the verge of a nervous breakdown. I would be too after seeing Mikan attempt to kill Karumi, but Pennyworth intervening to protect her. Unfortunately, Pennyworth dies in the attempt. I guess I can't be too mad at Mikan. She is a part of my ride or die team. Ryoma doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Juzo tries to kill Monica, but Monica's knight armor diverts the blow. Her knight armor is doing work, you guys. The great Gozu twiddles his thumbs. Nekomaru is proud to lead the big buff family. Crazy Hyoko extra large is looking particularly erratic today. Haiji is looking around maniacally seething. Tinko gets cocky and dies from a stupid mistake. Peko finds a shotgun. She starts thinking about the damage she can do for her young master. Kaede snaps out of it. Harumi is looking for someone dumb enough to believe her. Kokichi tries to kill Himiko, but Himiko retaliates and kills him instead. She is trying to carry the team for Gundam. Fire and Ice is still alive. Junko is looking out only for herself. Maya thinks about Daisaku and sobs quietly. Freaking Sayaka is dead. Freaking great. Yasuke duels it out with Chihiro, and Chihiro bites the dust. Rest in peace, Chihiro. Crazy Hyoko seems to assume a slightly less cynical worldview. Huh, good on her. Jin Kirigiri attempts to kill Gonta, but big buff mama Sakura is not gonna have it. Sakura had to kill Jin to protect Gonta's life. Gonta is safe. The entire big buff family is still in. Akane feels strong enough to handle anything. Mitarai wishes he didn't have to kill anybody. Sony just wants it to end already. Nagito sets down a trap. Tengen still sees everyone as a bunch of chumps to be milked. Yuta just wants it to end already. Ibuki gets caught in Nagito's trap. Someone free her, please. All she can do now is hope. Shuichi looks around for stuff to scrounge. Chiaki doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Usami does something really cute. Celeste thinks about a dark poem. Toko twitches uncontrollably. Non-AI Chiaki hums a song to herself. Ruruka tries to get others to notice her. Mondo sizes his muscles. Munakata attempts to kill Hifumi, but Mitarai intervenes to protect him. Unfortunately, Mitarai dies in the attempt. Hifumi, you better run. Munakata is known for killing off entire teams at a single point. Kibo is wearing leather scraps. He is the best cave robot of all times. Hiro remembers his mom and sobs quietly. That's such a surreal moment. Oh, poor Hiro. Himiko practices pulling her bowstring back. Gonta still can't believe that Sakura has killed somebody to protect you. Fuyuhiko feels like Peko was slowing him down. Fuyuhiko did quick work of Peko. Their tag team's not working as well as I thought it would. Fuyuhiko, what the heck? Fuyuhiko. Okay. Clearly she was like, I don't know, there must have been some agreement between her and young master. Sakura is ready to defend her friends. Jotaro is looking around maniacally. Seething, Mew starts sobbing uncontrollably. Kaito seems to find Ryoma's presence soothing. Hifumi feels sorry for Ibuki and frees her from the trap. Izuyoi kills Cory in the house before Genocide Jack can react. There is nothing Genocide Jack can do. Monica trips and falls in a really bad way, breaking her neck. Your knight's armor should have saved you from that fall, Monica. I'm sorry, but you're outski. Genocide Jack snaps out of it. Teru can't take his eyes off of Mew, that dirty team, I told you. Kotoko is looking for an easy out, and My Hero is being adorable as always. We have lost another few. It is 9 people gone. Can we get a Claire de Lune for Pennyworth, Tenko, Kokichi, Chihiro, Jin, Mitarai, Peko, Cory in the house, Monica. And once we get to our final, let's say 25, we'll look at the team structures that remain. But for right now, we're at 44. We still got quite a ways to go as we click next round, as we proceed onward. At the start of round 4, we should probably get another freaking player of the game because Akane attacks Haiji from behind and strangles him. Thanks, Akane. Hifumi fails to grasp the gravity of the situation. Mahiru twiddles her thumbs. Juzo won't die like the others. Yasuke can't wait to kill again. Maya somehow finds a suit of medieval armor. It worked out well for Monica until she died, but you know, you could make more of it. You could do it. I believe in you, Maya. It's retribution. Your team is all about retribution. Genocide Jack aims her handgun into the distance. Chisa's dead. Sakura and Gonta's finger touched by accident. They both blush a little bit. Kaede wishes she could go home. Kizukura is dead. Mikan just wants it to end already. Ibuki just wants to be helpful. Nekomaru finds a lovely bikini and puts it on. It's quite revealing. And Gonta admires the leadership and the bikini. Kotoko duels it out with Chiaki. Chiaki bites the dust. Hiro looks around for stuff to scrounge in a fit of frenzy. Jotaro creeps up on Nagito and slaughters him. The remaining religious artist, because Angie is dead, still going strong. Junko tries to kill Maya, but that knight's armor diverts the blow. Tengen is looking for an easy out. Himiko spots Genocide Jack in the distance and draws her bow. Her arrow flies off and pierces Genocide Jack's heart. Genocide Jack is now dead. Rest in peace, Tuma Squad girl. Ruruka is looking out only for herself. Are you kidding? Shuichi just found a flamethrower. Did Himiko lend you that? I bet. See if anyone gets in his way now. It won't be Hifumi because Toko and Teruteru attack him from behind and kill him. Rest in peace, Hifumi. Ryoma doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Usami does something really cute. Whoa. Karumi just found a laser gun. It's probably the one that freaking Komaru died with. She starts swinging it around, making pew-pew sounds before she realizes she can pull the trigger and make those sounds for real. Crazy Yoko's bad brain somehow turns her a little kinder. Your bad brain is doing a lot for you today. It's just turning you into a really nice person. Yuta starts sobbing uncontrollably. Crazy Yoko Extra Large is still looking particularly erratic though. Mondo finds a dapper suit, puts it on. Celeste manages to sneak attack Crazy Yoko Extra Large and Ryoma, slaughtering them both. Rest in peace. That entourage is looking slim. I think Kaito's still in, maybe? Kibo thinks about Mekamaru and sobs quietly. Someone installed a crying function for Kibo. That's so sad. Izuyoi does his best to avoid Yasuke. Miu is cooking up a genius idea. Sonya starts sobbing uncontrollably. Nane-ai Chiaki never wants to kill anyone ever again. Teru just wants to get others to notice him, to be honest. The grand boy is dead. Kanon starts sobbing uncontrollably. It's finally happened. Munakata has snapped, and he is now frenzied. The great Gozu sizes his muscles. Fuyiko thinks about what he did to end up here, and Kaito looks around for stuff to scrounge as he is the last person remaining in the pimp's entourage. Can we declare a loon for not only the two people who died this round from his team, but also 5 others? Hit it up for Haiji, Chiaki, Nagito, Genocide Jack, Hifumi, Crazy Hyoko, Extra Large, Ryoma. 37 remain, 45 gone. More than halfway through the competition. Who? Which team? Which team will be number 1? I will check the team shortly after we reach 25 people left. We got, what, 12 to go until then? So, can we lose another 12, or we'll have to go another round? But we have to go a round anyway, because at the start of round 5, Kibo is wearing leather scraps, and it's a sight to behold. Yuta sobs quietly. Teru tries to kill Himiko, but Himiko's been on fire today and retaliates and kills him instead. The dead husk of Kizukura rides with maggots. Juzo sets down a trap. Fuyiko is determined to survive this. Ibuki gets caught in Juzo's trap. Stop getting trapped, Ibuki, please. Thank goodness Hiro feels sorry for you and releases you from the trap. Maya attacks Sonya before Celeste can react. There is nothing that Celeste can do. It's okay. It's okay. Gonta thanks Sakura for being there for him. Usami hopes she doesn't have to harm anyone. Junko duels it out with Ibuki. Ibuki bites the dust. Rest in peace, Ibuki. Akane tries to kill Maya, but Maya's knight armor is finally doing work, just like Monika's. Kindness seems to leave Crazy Yoko's shifting personality. You're all over the place, Crazy Yoko, but if it gets you the win, it gets you the win. Kurumi feels unstoppable with her laser gun. Miu remembers Teru and sobs quietly. The great Gozu sizes his muscles. Yasuke looks for someone dumb enough to believe him. Ruruka seems unshaken by any of this. Mikan does something really cute. Himiko mopes around uselessly. Tengen hums a song to himself. Munakata is looking around maniacally and seething. Nane-ai Chiaki wishes he didn't have to kill anybody. Kotoko looks for someone dumb enough to believe her. Kaede just wants this to be over already, but in a fit of frenzy, Jotaro creeps up on Fuyiko and slaughters him. Sakura finds Gonta's presence soothing. Mahiru is being adorable as always. Kaito looks around for stuff to scrounge. Toko is on the verge of snapping, trying to turn into Jack herself. Shuichi washes the blood off his dapper suit. Mondo sizes his muscles. Nekomaru hopes to get his entire Big Buff family out of here, all of them still alive, surprisingly. Good job on you, Mondo, so far. Izuyoi attacks Mahiru and eviscerates her from behind. Celeste starts sobbing uncontrollably, and Kanon doesn't want to carry on without Leon. She is now suicidal. 32 remain, 50 gone. Can we get a Clarity Loon for this 5? Teru, Sonya, Ibuki, Fuyuhiko, Mahiru. We are so close to that final 25. I can almost smell it. Yes, I can sniff it. Just barely. Just barely. It's close. It's very close. Who will it be? Who will be in the final 25? Which teams have survived so far? Let's click next round and find out, because at the start, it looks like the entirety of Band-Aid is gone because Akane wants to end things once and for all with Mikan, and she bites the dust. Kaito remembers Crazy Hyoko, extra large. He reminisces and sobs quietly. Kotoko can't wait to kill again. Mondo is looking amazing in his dapper suit. Juzo won't give up so easily. Miu is thinking of plans to get out of here. Maya thinks about what she did up here. Karumi finds other scraps and she is now a cave woman carrying a laser gun. That is a sight for sore eyes, and she is cooking up some meats with it, I bet. Munakata looks around maniacally, seething. Cannon sits there with a blank stare. Kibo is wearing leather scraps and is excited to behold. Yuta snaps out of it. Himiko is practicing pulling her bowstring back. She killed a murderous fiend with that. Can she win this whole game with it? We'll find out. Gonta admires Sakura's strength. Crazy Yoko is looking particularly erratic today. Shuichi really wants to use his flamethrower. Sakura is ready to defend her friends and her buff family. After rampaging for a while, Jotaro's frenzy grows so overpowering that his poor artist heart gives out. The religious artists are now out of here. Nekomaru looks really good in his bikini. Nane Chiaki eats something she shouldn't have and she dies of horrible stomach pains. Celeste just wants it to end already. Tengen is looking for someone dumb enough to believe him. Yasuhiro hopes he doesn't have to harm anyone. Yasuke tries to kill Maya. Maya's knight armor is still doing work. Kaede tries to kill Maya, but Yuta intervenes to protect her. Unfortunately, Yuta dies in the attempt. I think Maya is now the last person remaining from the Retribution team. The great Gozu feels strong enough to handle anything. Ruruka doesn't care much for this place. Izuyoi finds an axe, upping his chances of survival somewhat. Usami finds a suit of medieval armor. There are 2 knights in this game now. Something inside of Toko snaps, and she's in genocide mode. Nagisa is dead, and so is Junko as she tries to kill Hiro, but Hiro retaliates and kills her instead. Ladies and gentlemen, we lost another 5, 2 more, and we will check the teams out, who remains. But for now, let's get a Claire de Lune for Mikan, Jotaro, Non-AI Chiaki, Yuta, Junko. 27 people remain as 55 lie motionless in the arena. Shall we proceed? We have to get ourselves the first tag team winners this season. Shall we? I think we shall. I think we have to click next round. We have to proceed. Let's see who it's not gonna be. It will not be Miu. As I look on, Cannon wants it to end already. Genocide Jack is dead, so is Hajime, but Hiro looks around for stuff to scrounge. Izuyoi is ready to use his axe if he has to. Yasuke ambushes Miu and eviscerates her. Rest in peace, Miu. I honestly thought you might have had this one. Karumi feels unstoppable with her laser gun. Sakura and Gonta's fingers touch by accident. They both blush a little bit. Armed with a flamethrower, Shuichi sets this man's on fire. Hiro is burnt to a crisp, incinerated. Tengen follows some sparkles, now has a magic wand. Hopefully there's still some spells left in it, I guess. Juzo feels like the Great Gozu is slowing him down, and Juzo has murdered the Great Gozu. That is not the teamwork I was looking for, Juzo. Crazy Yoko's bad brain saps her will to live. Her bad brain has been doing so much this game. Haruka seems unshaken by any of this. I guess that's why she's Crazy Hyoko. The moniker, it's true. She is crazy. Akane hums a song to herself. Kaito spots something shiny in the distance. Mondo tries to kill Maya, but Maya's knight armor still doing work. Kibo wants this to be over already. Usami stands proudly in her knight's armor. Himiko's arrow flies straight and true, piercing Toko's heart. She killed Genocide Jack, and as soon as Toko went frenzied, it's like she killed Genocide Jack again. Celeste snaps out of it. Munakata looks for his next victim. Maya washes the blood off of her knight's armor. Kotoko is being adorable as always. Gonta can't believe that Sakura has killed someone. Nekomaru and his big buff family are all still alive, and he is proud to leave them. Kaede just wants it to end already, and we've lost 4. Our final 23 remain. We will check out the teams right after this Claire de Lune for Miu, Yasuhiro, the Great Gozu, Toko. Let's check it out. Which teams are still alive? Let's check the details and find out. The Forever Bond team, completely gone. The role models, out of here. The religious artists, they're gonzo. The Masters of Disguise, both killed by Munakata. The Fight Club still has Juzo. The little BFFs still have the Dark Arts Master herself, Kotoko. The troublemakers, the rats, are all gone. The cousin crushers still have Cannon, who's shell-shocked and suicidal. The sword and shield team still has Munakata. The pimp's entourage still has Kaito carrying on for Pimp Kazuichi and his entourage, even though Pimp Kazuichi is technically not a part of this team. It would be a shame if they won. And Pimp Kazuichi wasn't there to celebrate with it. The trained killers, Mukuro and Maki, both dead, surprisingly. Band-Aid, my team, gone. The Befallen boyfriends, both still alive, shockingly enough. Brains and Brawn, Little Brain and Brawn, both gone. Manufactured Good Boys, Kibo survives. The Same Coin are both gone. I think... no, neither of them got any kills. That's a shame. The Backstabber still has Ruruka, who's been kind of quiet this game. The Expert Deductions team, the Greatest Detectives, still has Shuichi, who has 2 kills, actually. The Bro Down still has Mondo, hopefully he doesn't get second place. Animate in Heaven, completely gone. Awful Intent still has Tengen. The Mechanicals, Deadzo. The Globetrotter still has Celeste. The Steel-Minded Girl still has Kaede. Fire and Ice still has Himiko, who's on a roll with 4 kills. The Best Jads, the Ultimate Dads, both gonzo. Karumi stands tall for the Togami Corporation. Hope and Despair, feeling just despair, because they are both eliminated. Thumbtack Terror is still going strong, surprisingly. Mama's Boy, gonzo. The Big Buff family still completely in, and only with 1 kill between the 3 of them. Retribution still has Maya. The Murderous Fiends both gone. The Donut Duo, they're out of here. Oh, I'm sorry. Akane's still alive, actually. Loud and Lewd, completely gonzo. Awesome.exe, the executable file of Awesome, is gonzo. Someone deleted it, put it in the trash bin. And the Degenerate Destroyers are gone. Is your team still around? My team, not. They lasted... Mikon lasted pretty long for the team. Unfortunately, they could not pull off the victory today, but they have a whole season. They have, what, 11 more episodes to try and pull off that sweet, sweet win. Shall we proceed? Hopefully your team is doing well. Hopefully your Ride or Die team picks a win this game. I wonder if there is any team that's not going to have anyone rooting for them. I can think of 2, but let's proceed. Let's click next round. Because at the start of round 8, Sakura just wants to be helpful. Crazy Hiyoko, not extra large, challenges Kotoko to a duel and bites the dust. Rest in peace, Crazy Hiyoko. Your bad brain was doing all sorts of gymnastics, mental gymnastics today. Celeste mopes around uselessly. Kaito wonders about the future. Togami is dead. Gonta doesn't understand what's happening. He doesn't really. It's understandable. It's just you got put into a killing game. It happens. Tengen waves his magic wand around, sending sparkles everywhere. Akane feels strong enough to handle anything. Are you kidding? Kurumi also has a flamethrower. Shuichi, Kurumi, you guys, with your flames. Hopefully you don't burn each other to a crisp. Kaede attacks Maya from behind, slaughtering her, piercing her knight's armor, getting rid of her. Team Retribution, they're gonzo. Mondo hums a song to himself. Munakata looks for his next victim. Yasuke sets down a trap. Izuyoi chops Sakura to bits with his axe. That is the first loss of a member of the Big Buff family. Rest in peace, Sakura. Juzo murders Yasuke in front of Izuyoi. Izuyoi runs to help, but it is too late. The Befallen boyfriends have had someone befallen. Angie's dead. Nekomaru remembers Sakura and sobs quietly. Kibo wishes he could go home. Cannon starts sobbing uncontrollably. Shuichi really wants to use his flamethrower. Don't use it against Kurumi, you will burn each other to bits. Chihiro's corpse is writhing with maggots. Himiko practices pulling her bowstring back. Ruruka tries to get others to notice her. Fat Togami is dead, and Usami puts on a bikini. It's quite revealing. Ladies and gentlemen, our final 19, we are in the final 20. Can we get a Claire de Lune for Crazy Hiyoko, Maya, Sakura, Yasuke? 19 people. It is not anybody's game because there's a lot of teams left, but I'm surprised the Big Buff family were completely in, lost a person. Yasuke and the Befallen boyfriends, they were completely in, and now it's just Izuyoi. Who else will lose? Which team will be eliminated in the next round? We'll find out right now, because at the start of round 9, Hajime is dead, Juzo won't die like the others, Yasuhiro, his corpse is festering silently, Usami looks really good in the bikini actually, Monica is dead, writhing with maggots, it's kind of disgusting. Nekomaru is wearing leather straps, still a sight to behold. Kurumi is looking for an easy out. Himiko tries to get the kill on Gonta, but Gonta is forced. She has forced Gonta's hand, and he had to retaliate and killed her instead. Izuyoi is on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Crazy Yoko's lifeless body festers peacefully. Kaito looks around for stuff to scrounge, and I expected this as soon as I saw two flamethrowers, Shuichi and Kurumi, joyfully incinerate each other with their flamethrowers. When the fire dies down, there's not much left of them, and they are both gone. Kanon starts sobbing uncontrollably. Akane tries to kill Usami, but Usami's knight armor diverts the blow. Izuru's still dead. Kotoko does something really cute. Tengen disappears for the while and comes back with a wizard robe. He has the magic wand and the wizard robe. He slips it on, scattering sparkles everywhere. Ruruka finds a handgun, just enough bullets to be useful. Mondo tries to kill Tengen, but his wizard robe has carried him away to safety. That's a dangerous man now. That's a dangerous mastermind. Kiba wonders about the future. Kaede wants this to be over already. Gonta just never wants to kill anyone ever again. Munakata's frenzy finally dies down, and Celeste can't wait to kill again, ladies and gentlemen. We lost 3 more. We are at our final 16, and if you look there, it's just 1 and then a triple 6. 16 and then 66. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a Claire de Lune 4. Himiko, Kurumi, Shuichi. All V3 characters that time. 16 people remain. We've got a good spread of characters actually, and I'm excited to see which tag team comes out on top. We have to click next round and proceed to find out because of the start of round 10. Kibo, wearing leather scraps, is truly a sight to behold. He is still a cave robot holding out strong for his team of the manufactured good boys. Nagisa is dead, so is Kyoko, so is Kokichi. Gonta admires Nekomaru's strength. Celeste mopes around uselessly. Munakata finds on a dapper suit, more dapper than the suit he has on. If that's even possible, it's rather fetching. Mukuro's corpse is rotting peacefully. Komaru, dead. Izuyoi snaps out of it. Chiaki, dead. Kanon still has a blank expression going on. I'm surprised that she's still alive in this one. She's been like out of it ever since Leon died. Tengen shakes his wizard sleeves and 1,000 tiny animals fall out. Mondo doesn't really want to, but finds himself having to get rid of Akane. Rest in peace, Akane. Kaito gets mauled by wild animals. Kotoko finds a bow and some arrows. It'll take some practice, but this can surely come in handy. The pile of flesh that used to be Daisaku is writhing with maggots. Juzo sizes his muscles. Crazy Yoko still dead, so is Masaru. Nekomaru remembers Sakura still crying. It's a shame. Oh no, wow, at the end. That's terrible. Ruruka aims her handgun into the distance. Usami hopes she doesn't have to, and opening up the asylum, Kaede Akamatsu manages to sneak attack Gonta and Nekomaru, killing them both. Ladies and gentlemen, 12 people remain. The remainder of the Big Buff family out of here. Can we get a Claire de Lune for these 4? Akane, Kaito, Gonta, Nekomaru. Final 12. Can we look? Let's take a quick peek. Let's take a quick peek of everybody who's still alive. We have nobody from Role Models. We have Mondo from the Bro Down, Usami from the Thumbtack Terrors. We have... Who else? We're doing some scrolling. Ruruka from the Backstabbers. We have from the Fight Club, Juso. We have Kaede from the Steel-Minded Girls, who's now up to 4 kills. Tengen from Awful Intense, without a single kill, surprisingly. We have no one from the Big Buff family anymore. We have Celeste from the Globetrotters. We have Kotoko, Master of the Dark Arts, from the Little BFFs. We have Kanon from the Cousin Crushers. We have Kibo from the Manufactured Good Boys. We have Munakata from Sword and Shield. And we have Izuyoi from the Befallen Boyfriends. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your final 12. Shall we proceed? No team is completely alive anymore, so it is a battle basically of singles. Hook us up with a winner. At the start of round 11, it won't be, but we lost quite a few people. Usami does something really cute. Mondo washes the blood off of his dapper suit. 2 people in dapper suits now. That's incredible. Corey's dead, so is Taka, but Kotoko spots Munakata in the distance and draws her bow. the bow, carved from wood, feeling the arcane magic flow through her, releases it through the arrow. The arrow flies off and pierces Munakata's head. Ruruka finds herself face to face with Tengen and shoots him dead with her gun. I really can't imagine Ruruka carrying a gun with her. I don't know why, it just feels right. Kaede tries to kill Usami, but Usami's knight armor diverts the blow. Juzo won't give up so easily. Kibo hums a song to himself. We are at our final 10 after Uzuru is dead. Izuyoi has an axe. He's ready to use it. He could kill Ruruka. He could get his revenge. Could he stab her in the back with his axe? We'll find out because Celeste finds a suit of medieval armor. We have so many knights this episode. And Kanon starts sobbing uncontrollably. Ladies and gentlemen, Munakata, Tengen, can we get a Claire de Lune for them? Munakata, Tengen. 10 people remain. The top 10. Who will take home the win for their team? Only single people are left. Shall we proceed? Shall we clear this top 10 and stop fooling around, see who's going to be the winner? I know who it's not going to be because as round 12 begins, Kanon starts sobbing uncontrollably. Usami is ready to cleave some invaders in her knight's armor. Izuyoi just wants it to end already. Kaede ambushes Juzo and slaughters him. Rest in peace, Juzo. Kotoko practices pulling back her bowstring. Kibo wishes he could go home. Ruruka is only looking out for herself. Mondo looks amazing in his dapper suit. Crazy Yoko and Princess Pickles both dead, but Celeste looks for someone dumb enough to believe her as Fuihiko's dead husk is writhing with maggots. Can we get a quick Claire de Lune for Juzo? 9 people remain. We gotta proceed. We can't take too much time here. We have to keep on going at the start of round 13. Unlucky 13. Kotoko is being adorable as always. Masaru's lifeless body is writhing with maggots, as is Ryoma's. Izuyoi spots something shiny in the distance. Usami is very proud of her bikini. Kaede twiddles her thumbs. The dead husk of Yasuke decomposes peacefully. Mondo challenges Celeste to a duel. Celeste bites the dust. Ruruka fires her gun at Kotoko, but misses. Good for Kotoko, I guess. Yasuhiro's lifeless body writhes with maggots. Kibo wishes he could go home. Kanon sobs quietly. Gonta's dead. So is Gundam. So is Kazuichi, 3 of my favorites. So is Sakura, 4 of my favorites. So is Fat Togami, 5 of my favorites. So is Cory in the house. Yeah, 6 of my favorites. I do love Cory in the house. Korekio, so-so. Cory in the house, that's my boy. Can we get a quick Claire de Lune for a member of the squad? She did well, she made it to 9th place, and it is Celeste. 8 people. 8 people trying to win this first tag team battle. 8 people trying to come out on top for their team. Which of these 8 people will successfully earn their spot into the tag team finale at the end of this season, at the end of this year, honestly? Let's proceed and let's find out as we start the next round. Round 14. Yuta's dead. Whoa. The curse of the laser gun. Will Mondo also die with it? He starts swinging around making pew pew sounds. Hopefully he doesn't die with it. Ruruka doesn't care much for this place. Usami doesn't have to harm anyone. She hopes she doesn't, at least. Kotoko fires an arrow at Usami, but it misses. Yasuke is dead. Izuyoi tries to kill Usami, but her knight's armor diverts the blow. Kanon snaps out of it. Kibo wonders about the future, and Kaede is being adorable as always. We didn't lose anybody, so we can click next round. Immediately, we lost somebody this time. It's the curse. It is the curse of the laser gun. Kanon wishes she was dead. Mew, her corpse is writhing with maggots. Mukuro is also dead still. Ruruka aims her handgun into the distance. Kibo, wearing leather scraps, is still a sight to behold. Izuyoi chops Mondo to bits with his axe. There will be no justice for the 2nd place boy. Kaede wishes, thinks about Komaru and sobs quietly. She was like the champ. I can still do this for you. Shuichi's lifeless body is writhing with maggots. Kotoko spots Izuyoi in the distance, draws her bow full of arcane magic, fires the arrow straight and true, and pierces Izuyoi's heart. Yasuke's lifeless body writhes with maggots, and Usami looks good in her bikini. The final 6, it is Usami, it is Kotoko, it is Kaede, it is Ruruka, it is Kibo, and it is Kanon. Those are your final 6, and a Claire de Lune for these fallen 2. Mondo, Izuyoi, Kanon, Ruruka, Kibo, Kaede, Kotoko, Usami. Can they win for their teams? Who will die next? Who will win? We will proceed. We gotta find out. Somebody does die today. Kibo wishes he could go home. Kiyotaka's corpse is writhing with maggots. Kanon isn't sure whether to cry, laugh, or tear her hair out. Usami doesn't feel prepared for any of this. The pile of flesh that used to be Teru festers peacefully. Kotoko practices pulling her bowstring back. Genocide Jack's lifeless body putrefies peacefully. Kaede hums a song to herself. Ruka tries to kill Cannon. But Cannon, who looked like she was a blank slate, unaware of her surroundings, retaliates and kills her instead. The final 5. Can we get a Claire de Lune 4? Ruka. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Leon was the first person out. Cannon could win. That would be a lovely little back and forth there. That would have been perfect for tag team action. She was like, I don't need you as a partner. I won by myself. Kaede's still in. Katoko's still in. Cannon's still in. Kibo's still in. And Usami's still in. Who will win? Next round, we gotta find out. Let's proceed. Well, it won't be Cannon. At the start of round 17, Kibo wants us to be over already. Cannon can't take it anymore and has taken her own life. Rest in peace, Cannon. I'll miss you so. Katoko trips and falls in a really bad way, breaking her neck. Usami sobs quietly. Kaede does something really cute. The pile of flesh that used to be Genocide Jack festers silently. Chisa's dead and so is Ruka. We are at our final 3. It is Kaede, it is Usami, and it is Kibo. Can we get, though, a Claire de Lune 4? Cannon. Katoko. Kaede of the Steel-Minded Girls, Usami from the Thumbtack Terrors, and Kibo from the Manufactured Good Boys? Who will it be? Can Kaede win for her partner, the champ, and I guess her other partner, the sharpshooter, steel-minded, treasure hunting, stock exchanging, spoiler, Big Sister Sarah. So the spoiler part, because I don't want to spoil anything. Will it be Kibo, who was trying to win for the manufactured goods? Him and Mekamaru could be the first 2 people in this bracket. Or will it be Usami, who has finally come around and is like, we can throw some thumbtacks in people's shoes, crazy Hiyoko? Who will it be? Let's click next round. Will it be the end? It will not. But I can tell you also who will not take the victory today. Shuichi's dead. Kaede doesn't really want to, but she finds herself having to get rid of Usami. Rest in peace, Usami. You were outski, my girl. It's a shame. No win for Crazy Hiyoko today. Pennyworth, his corpse is writhing with maggots, and the caveman himself, Kibo, the cave robot, is still truly a sight to behold. Can we get a Claire de Lune 4? Usami. Kaede. Kibo. Who will win? Who will come out on top? I have no idea. I'm feeling it. I think it's gonna be, I don't know who it's gonna be. It could be either one of you, but as we click next round, we're gonna find out, maybe? Maybe we don't. I don't think we do. Nobody dies today, but Kibo does find a dapper suit, and Kaede twiddles her thumbs. Everyone else here is dead ski. We will click next round. Is it the end? It is the end. I know it. I see there. There is death there. I don't know who died yet. Masaru, Mikan, Kazuichi, Kizakura. Kibo's looking cool in his dapper suit. Junko's dead. Mekamaru's dead, but at the end here, Kaede tries to do it. She tries to kill Kibo, but Kibo retaliates and kills her instead. Which means, as we continue, Jin's dead, Hiro's dead, and Akane's dead. Everyone's dead except for... not this person. Claire de Lune 4. Kaede. Which means you're winners. Representing the Manufactured Good Boys and earning a place onto the Danganronpa Tag Team Winners Bracket, Kibo takes the win. Alright, Kibo, the ultimate hope robot, representing, he's proving to everyone that robots can win. Robots are great. If you're robophobic, look what you're missing out on, because they will forever be known in history as the first tag team to take a win this season. The first tag team to win in tag team action. Congratulations to the Manufactured Good Boys. Kibo, Mekamaru, look at them so beautifully in this beautiful tag team bracket. They will be making their way into the finale, and maybe, just maybe, they can win the whole thing. Can they? I don't know. We'll have to find out. We got quite a ways to go. We have all of freaking all of autumn to go. All of autumn. because the finale is at the very beginning of technically winter, right around Christmas time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's look at all of these tallies. Kaede on a roll. I thought she was gonna win it, to be honest. She got 6 KOs, 6 kills. Munakata with 5, Izuyoi with 4. Also with 4 was Himiko, who had a clutch game until she died. Kotoko had a really good game, and those were everyone with 4 kills. And it was just everyone in terms of kills. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the manufactured good boys, the team of Kibo and Mekamaru. They are on top of the world right now, proving that metal beats flesh every time. Next Thursday, there will be more. There will be more tag team action, and next Friday there will be singles action in this simulator. We're switching off every week, so I hope you guys are excited for next week's tag team action. It will not feature every single tag team because we got to be a little bit creative. So what will be next week's? I do know, but I'm not going to spoil it. I might hint it if I stream next week. Will I stream next week? I might stream next week. Ladies and gentlemen, Kibo wins. We can go back to the team setup. I'm proud of them. We can look through here. Yes. Took a hot second to load because there's so many teams. Look through here. All of these teams competed, but the manufactured good boys proved to be the best. I honestly thought it was going to be the Big Buff family because they all survived for so long. Good on them. Loud and Lewd did pretty good, but there they are, the manufactured good boys. Can't beat them, can't defeat them. Don't be robophobic because they will take you out, and they are coming for those Danganronpa Hunger Games. Champion of Champions, tag team titles. Will it get? I don't know. We got 11 more teams to put in there. Heck, there might even be fan votes if like the manufactured good boys pull off another win. They might win every game this season, even though I'm pretty sure they're not in every game this season. Ladies and gentlemen, your United States Aviators taking off, telling to stay classy, passengers. Thanks for watching. I will see you all next week or tomorrow if you're tuning in for a fantastic episode of, well, I actually have not recorded that episode yet. I need to record that probably right after this episode. Tomorrow's episode of Your Turn to Die. Ladies and gentlemen, United States Aviator taking off. Toodaloo, flight crew on this fine day in the year of the Aviator. Thanks for watching. See you next time.